Kojak.
Welcome to Batters Up with Kojak. And now your host, Kojak.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show brings you the American League Division Series. It's the Minnesota Twins and the Detroit Tigers. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
Yeah, this might be the game to actually decide the series, Boo. When it's 5 games, getting a 2-0 lead is a dominant position to be in, and I don't see this series getting to a 5th game if we have a repeat of Game 1's outcome in this one.
Yeah, the Crows start circling for a team that falls into a 2-game deficit, not where you want to be. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now, and towing the slab here, Tarik Skubal. What should we keep an eye on here?
When he's on, Boog, he's really fun to watch. He takes the pressure off entire lineups, and typically he doesn't need a ton of runs and support. No one should be surprised if he settles in and takes full control of this game. That's what he's looking to do for sure.
All right, ready to get underway. And now for the Twins, Edouard Julien.
First pitch, 106.
Left-hand batter waits. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Some high G's for strike 3.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. With 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Ryan Jeffers in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
The 1-1. And a foul ball. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps going. 1 out, base is empty. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Now the lineup for the Twins as constructed by Rocco Baldelli. A tough challenge in this one, an excellent arm on the mound. Singy, they're going to have to capitalize on their opportunities.
Yeah, and they're not going to get a whole lot if he pitches the way that he's capable of pitching. So they'll be ready to swing from the first pitch. You get something straight, man, you better turn on it.
2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Twins are set down 1-2-3. And now the Tigers get their first opportunity. No score. This is the American League Division Series on the show. Back here in Detroit, And our pitcher in this game, Chris Paddock.
The right field.
This guy has a ton of respect from his own teammates, Boog. He's the type of guy, if he's not having a good day, he'll go out there and just wear it. No matter what happens, his starts tend to be less demanding on the bullpen.
Back to right. Kepler sizes this one up. He's got it. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting second.
And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. And Chris, they're not lacking for guys that can hit the ball over the fence.
And with that said, these guys have to be patient at the plate because the opposing pitchers are not just going to feed them fastballs down the middle. They're going to have to get deeper into counts and sometimes take the walks. But when they get their pitches, they don't usually miss them, and that's what I'm expecting.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way, gone. His 6th of the series. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here comes Aaron Judge. Big-time power. Judge rips that one. Back there. That'll make it out of here. He leaves the yard to right. That's his 4th home run of the series. It's 2-0.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
And that one is lifted in the air. Sizing this one up. Puts it away for the out.
Batting fifth. The third baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Austin Riley.
Everybody favors we could divvy up. You only live once, you gotta live it up. Yes,
That one hit to right. Kepler squeezes it, and that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching the American League Division Series on the show. Second inning set to go. Here's Byron Buxton. Skubal back to work. Swings through that one for strike 1.
One wonderful thing about the postseason, you never know who's going to be the hero. It could be the superstar, but often it's a far more unlikely player.
Next one misses. 1-1. You know, one unlikely postseason hero I saw up close, Alex Gonzalez of the Marlins in the 2003 World Series. Not really known for his bat, but he hit a walk-off homer in extra innings in Game 4. It tied the series and was a huge momentum swing. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's one away. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And a foul ball. The Tigers leading by 2 here in Game 2. Swings through that one.
0-2.
Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes they'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
caught him looking for the K.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Bill. Electric stuff from the jump, and there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
Kyle Farmer in the box now. No balls and a strike. That's in there.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Two outs. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
This is what I'm made for. Every single moment that I'm living, I can feel it on the stage floor. You don't know the half of what I've given to make it up to this level. Every day at home, spitting every day.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Here's Mookie now. And a pitch. Hard hit left side. Zips it across. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 7.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Tattooed and gone. A gigantic blast. That's his 4th home run of the series, and they tack one on the board. It's 3-0.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. And Singy, it tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
J.D. Martinez stands in. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Here's Adley Rutschman. And this is a guy that doesn't just impact the game defensively. They count on him to deliver offense.
He's the first guy at the ballpark. He's got to study opposing hitters. He's got to get familiar with his starting pitcher for that night. And he's getting in the cage to take his swings. That's a whole lot, and so many times goes unnoticed.
Buxton hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder.
Back to the top of the lineup, and here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Flied to right his first time. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back. And gone. A massive home run. It's their 2nd home run of the inning. It's 5-zip.
First pitch changeup, and he was all over it. Not sure if he was expecting off speed or not, but he picked up on the velocity and punished it. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Base is empty with 2 away. Jose Ramirez up now for the Tigers. Back up the middle and a base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
And first offering is fouled off. And the righty deals. Out in the left center for a line drive base hit. Around second is Ramirez. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
The left fielder, number 8.
Rocco Baldelli out of the dugout now, and he's going to make a change. Chris Paddock done for the afternoon. We'll be back. Josh Winder takes over on the mound.
Number 74.
So they're at the corners now. Down the left fielder, Yandy Diaz. He's 0 for 1. And there's a rocket into the outfield. 1 run is in. Coming home. The relay throw. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. The lead has exploded to a half dozen. On to the 3rd inning. Max Kepler at the plate. The pitch. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
And he deals. Foul ball, still 0-2. Left-hand hitter waits. And that one is lifted in the air. This looks like extra bases. The throw in. He's in there. Now it's going to be Emmanuel Rodriguez. That one finds the corner. It's 0-1.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Fought off foul. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Christian Vasquez now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. The Tigers up big in this one, and we're here in game 2 of the ALDS. And there are 2 outs.
Oh, that's a frustrating into the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Man at second. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7. 1 left for Minnesota. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. Back at Comerica Park. Stepping in the long ball threat, Austin Riley.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area. Well, these Tigers really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see him go to work. It jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the hook.
Now it's Mookie Betts. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. In the air out towards right center. Buxton sizing it up. They got it for out number 2.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
hit, and that extends the inning.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
Here is J.D. Martinez. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. And that one is off the wall. Relay to second. Not in time. He's got a double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. So close to blasting that one out of here the other way. But well, it's very tough to do when you take on the outfield gap like that. Beautiful swing though. Let the ball get a little deep and drove it to the opposite field.
So 2 down, and the batter now, Adley Rutschman. Swung on, belted. Way back there. And that one is out of here. He'll touch them all. That's his 3rd home run of the series. It's 9-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
So the batting order turns over. Here's Acuna now. And that one hammered. That's back there. And in one hops the wall. Acuna into second, and he's got a double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
And in scoring position with 2 away. Jose Ramirez digs in now. He's already homered here in this one. Right side, hard hit. On to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 3-run shot for the Tigers. It's now 9-0. We're in the 2nd game of this division series. And now the DH, Ryan Jeffers. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Twins just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result.
Swing and a miss as he was late. And now the lefty. Got it by for the K.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm. Put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
Fastball for a strike. And the count is 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Kojak.
1 down, base is empty. Outside low. And the count is 1-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. Byron Buxton, the next Twin up to hit. That's in there. 0-1.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Off the mark there. Ball 1.
It's a good take.
1-2.
That pitch just misses the inside corner, and the count is 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. Swings and misses, struck him out. Down go the Twins in order. Steep hill to climb. It's a 9-0 deficit. Back. Here in Detroit, here's the center fielder, Aaron Judge. And here it comes. Down the line. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Kicks and deals. Base hit, center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
And now here is ground ball left side, could be 2. Correa tossed to second. How about that double play?
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
In the air, out towards left center. Buxton brings it in, and that is that. And we're back. We go to the top of the 5th, and here comes Carlos Correa. Foul ball. One of the things with Correa, the impact he makes, not just on offense, but defense as well. A guy who's won a platinum glove as the best defender in the American League. Probably my favorite note, though, on Carlos Correa. He likes to, before games, go to a regular old batting cage and take BP with his dad. Now, this is in the air down the line. And no one could get to it. It's a foul ball. Next pitch is downstairs.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
And down on strikes. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
1 down, base is empty. That catches the zone for a strike. 0-2. And a swing and a miss. And there are 2 down.
Oh, there's the 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Now it's the right fielder, Max Kepler. Close, but called the ball. 1-0. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. The other way, and he beats the shift. Here's the left fielder, Emmanuel Rodriguez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Kepler off of first with 2 away. And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strike.
One, 2 now. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2 outs. Got him looking. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. Twins wind up stranding 1, and they're down 9-0. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Brock Stewart. Mookie Betts will get us started. The pitch. That one ripped. And foul as it bangs off the fence.
Well, these Tigers, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits, so that goes to show they're getting contributions from top to bottom. Nobody's doing that by themselves.
Buxton grabs it on the run.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Buxton under this one. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting.
And Martinez.
J.D. Martinez.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
That one ripped, but foul. 2 outs, base is empty. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And caught on the warning track. All set for the top of the 6th. Here's the catcher, Christian Vasquez. And first offering is fouled off. Vasquez goes 5 feet 9 inches, 33 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. The 0-2. Got it. 1 out. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
1 down, base is empty. And it's fouled away. The wind of the pitch. Struck him out looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Jeffers down the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. And that one missing low. Next offering in there for a strike. 1 and 2.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. Tigers 9 and the Twins nothing.
Kojak.
Welcome back to the ballpark. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Adley Rutschman. Stewart back to work. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Rodriguez going back, and it's caught just in front of the wall.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch, man. He's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Back to the top of the Detroit order. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. That one ripped right center field. That's back. And out of here. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. And they add a run. It's 10-0.
gap, man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Here's Jose Ramirez. He's already homered in this game. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's got a chance. Out of here. They go back to back. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add to the lead. It's 11-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but those plays are so tough to pull off. I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. Clobber to right field, way back, gone. That was blasted to the moon. That's his 5th homer of the series, and they add on. It's 12-0.
Back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not. But I tell you what, if this was basketball, that opposing team would call out.
A new arm into the game, the righty Josh Staumont. Base is empty, 1 away. Stepping in, Yandy Diaz. 1 for 3. Hammer, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Yes, my red tie with your red dress. We ain't even planning, but we matching those. Everybody looking when we passing those. We just turn the strip into a fashion.
Rush to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. Make that 4 homers in the inning. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 14-0.
That's great confidence in the power right there. Most hitters would try to hook that ball to the pull side and hit it out of the park. He stayed back, let it travel, and hit it hard the other way.
So 1 out, nobody on. Mookie Betts getting ready to hit. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
And now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That one fouled off. And a pitch. And that one fouled off. Man at second. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Buxton moves under it. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, the designated hitter, JD
Martinez stands in.
Martinez.
Siggy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. In the air out to center. Buxton brings it in for the third out. 9 batters hit in the inning. 5 come around to score. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Freddie Peralta.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And first offering is fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Man, there was no deviating from the fastball right there. He just kept coming after him with it. Here it is, hit it if you can, and he just couldn't find a way to put it in play.
Buxton in the box again, takes the strike. And there's a foul ball. The Tigers up big in this one. Here in the late stages of game 2. On the ground to the left. Throws to first in time. That takes care of Buxton. Here's Carlos Correa, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Fastball for a strike. Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Twins retired in short order, but this one's pretty much over. 14-0. Back at Comerica Park, and now Adley Rutschman. Stamont back to work, and a foul ball. Righty delivers. That one hammered center field. Buxton ranges back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Up next for the Tigers, the right fielder.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
That one ripped. Buxton going back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Up next for the Tigers.
And next up for the Tigers, Jose Ramirez. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back there.
Kojak.
And that one is gone. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they add to their lead. It's 15-0.
Absolute show in this one, and there's no better time than the postseason to go off at the plate like this. With a 3-homer game, always special, but pulling it off in October during the biggest games of the year, that's incredible.
Jorge Alcala on the pitch here.
Number 62.
2 outs, nobody on. Aaron Judge will hit next. Smoked to the left, base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. All over
that one right there. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front, picked it in the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Yandy Diaz up now for the Tigers. That's towards center. Sizes this one up. Hauls it in to end the inning. Back here in Detroit, we're at the top of the 8th, and here's the first baseman, Kyle Farmer. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. And that one wrapped foul. The pitch.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Kicks and fires. Got him swinging. He swung over top of the curveball.
No, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location. But clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Strike 2.
Just a bit late on that 0-1 breaking ball. 0-2 hole now. He's going to have to shorten up, tighten things up if he's going to have a good at bat.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Riley makes the grab for the second out.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Rodriguez at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. Two down, nobody on. And that skips in the dirt.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing here for the Twins. Start the bus. They're down 15-0. And we're back on to the bottom of the 8th. And the batter now, Austin Riley. And the right-hander back to work. Hit hard, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
He was all over that one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride low, out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
That one ripped. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
The batter, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
And up next for Detroit, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. In the air, right field. Way back there. Climbs the ladder and makes the catch.
What an outstanding effort, going all the way back to the warning track and leaving his feet to bring that one in. It's so tough to jump on the run like that and time it perfectly, so that was awesome. Clobber to right field, way back, gone.
A 2-run shot, and they add a pair. It's 17-0.
There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
Base is empty with 2 away. Now here is Adley Rutschman. Into center. Buxton makes the catch, inning over. Detroit adds 2 on this homer. Last chance coming up for the Twins. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set to start the 9th in this one. Christian Vasquez, the hitter, just missed.
1-0.
This one in the air. And Vasquez is gone. And there's one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Julian, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative.
That's the ball.
But you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
And a pitch. Way out front for strike 2.
1-2.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Down to the last out for the Twins.
Just couldn't catch up on the low 90s fastball right there, and that's a result of a good job of changing speeds. Off-speed pitch on the one before, then sped him up. Pitchers that don't throw real hard have to rely on location and mixing up the speeds. That wasn't the best location for the fastball, but clearly that wasn't the pitch he was looking for at the plate either.
This could end it. In the air, foul off first. Guerrero drifts towards it, and that'll do it. The Tigers take the first 2 games of this series.
This is what you call taking care of business. When you've got home field advantage and you win the first 2 games of the series, that's what you come to the ballpark to do. They've worked hard to get to this point. Now they're in the driver's seat. We'll see how they do once this series continues. But so far, they've set the tone.
So Singy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
Well, this one ends in a blowout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
The following has been a Kojak 313 gaming production. Distributed by Recom, a division of the Reese Design Group.
Recom.
Kojak.